should have been being taken care of with.
Right.
It's sick. But the white man set this shit up and allows that, man.
That's right.
That's why the white man is the devil
That's
that
right.
the Bible speaks of, man.
Right. That's right. That's right. Where we was at? Y'all had scriptures?
Yeah. Isaiah 14, 21, Jeremiah 32 and 18.
You turn the sign on other. I'm sign up.
Yep. Salakia, brother.
No, you good. You in the spirit too. Brothers in the spirit,
we
man.
like edifying. We like, he's helping. That the scripture says wisdom and knowledge and understanding. First,
Right.
you know, you got to get to humble yourself in the sight of the Lord. And we're in the presence of the Most High and His Son.
Right.
And you humbled, and that's good.
Right.
You know how many guys like you come out, nah, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
It ain't our words.
Right.
We was all in the world doing that shit, man.
Right. We all came from that. We all came from that crazy growing up and seeing, you know. Now we understand why things are the way that they are. You know, we had that understanding through the scriptures that we didn't get from that church, man. That church is poison, man.
We'd rather have one of you listening and getting edified than 1,000 men. It's always quality before quantity.
That's right.
You get some guys, they got thousands of views. They want everybody to see them. And it's all folly. They're not there to listen.
Right.
Everything about life, and you've been taught this by your parents, I'm sure, if they've been in your life, you should always want to learn.
Right.
Always want to learn, man.
Knowledge is power.
Even when you go to school, the teachers tell you that. Don't they? What was it?
But you know why the teachers telling you that? Because they know it's BS.
Right.
They're telling you, young black men, his teacher, young black men, they really need to educate themselves and learn. Hold on, why are they saying educate themselves? Because the teachers teach a curriculum set up by the government.
Right.
And then you got Google. But then you know what they put on Google and YouTube? Little Edomite children dancing and shit. And everybody, millions of views.
Right.
You know, for the following, you get all these views, right? Go out here and let's say you can sing. You know, you look like probably sing or something. Let's see you start singing and on YouTube. All these likes, click, he can sing. Oh, he ain't like Joe though, but he can sing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
All right, I got the Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
You said that they gotta pay.
Right. For the iniquity of their father.
Right. The scriptures talk about blood cannot be cleansed from the land unless it was set from the.
I got it.
Numbers.
Number 35.
You got it.
I'll get there real quick. Give me a second. Listen to this. This is Numbers 35 and 33. One of my favorite scriptures. You pulled it out, brother. This is Numbers 35 and 33. 31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer.
And the so-called white man has murdered our people. Okay, not
Still
just the
is.
so-called Negroes, but the so-called all of these people ultimately. But when they came over into this land, they took over the tribe of Gad, which are the so-called Native American Indians, and they just slaughtered them, man. And the tribe of Gad, which are our brothers, they was showing hospitality. What's that?
Obadiah.
No, it's a psalm.
But smooth.
Yeah, smooth words.
But war was in their heart.
Is that 55?
That's Psalm 55.
I'm already close to it.
But war was in their heart.
Right.
I'm already close to
A
it.
so-called white man, which are Edomites according to the Bible, okay, or Esau, when they came over to this land, that the Native Americans, they embraced them, you know, and they taught them a lot, you know. What the so-called white man do? You know, gave them blankets with smallpox, killed them, you know, and then set up a date called Thanksgiving, you know, celebrating the murdering of our brothers.
And then when they gave them their own portion of land, they put them on reservations and gave them alcohol.
Right. And
Salakia, not to cut you off, could you just show this stuff? The wickedness of the white man.
There you go. Yeah, brother.
This here.
That's that teacher.
Look at this how they used to do us. They slang us, slaved us, and made like postcards and stuff. Look at that. This was made in the courtyard in Texas. 16-year-old black boy. It's continuous, man. And it wasn't just us. They did it to, I mean, not the so-called blacks, but they did it to Latinos, Native Americans as well.
And the crazy thing about it, they didn't know that they was doing that to the Lord's chosen people. You know, they touched the Lord's chosen people. So the Lord is the one. The Lord is the one who's going to destroy the so-called white man with thermonuclear destruction.
If you want, I got a precept.
55 and 21.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Read it.
Oh,
It was 55 and 21.
yeah. I was gonna get some. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter,
Right.
but war was in his heart.
It
Well,
says,
read that again.
But
Read it clear.
The words, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
right. And with the so-called white man, they acted like they was friends, but in the back of their minds, they was thinking about how can we take over these people. Okay, Christopher Columbus. Okay, he didn't come to America, which that's one of the things that they try to say.
But yet they have a Columbus Day.
Right,
And our people celebrate Columbus Day.
right.
What's Columbus Day?
This when basically he was a what you about to say?
They basically, Columbus Day is celebrated for him
establishment.
supposedly
Exploring and finding the new world.
which is supposedly be America.
Right.
And it was already people here already. So how could he possibly find America? It was already people settled here living.
Right.
You know?
That's like you having a house, right? And you chilling in your house and somebody rob you, they rape your daughter, hang your sons or daughters, and they say, this is my house. And they establish, they get a deed and say, this is my house, and you kicked out of that house. Is that still their house? No, that's your house. And what has to happen? They have to pay for that. And you live in the area somewhere around here?
No, I stay out. Way out.
Out of the hood.
Yeah.
Right, but when you go into the hood, you look at our people, we don't own anything in those hoods. Is that a conspiracy? Where? And you'll hear our people say, we don't stick together. We don't. First of all, you got to have generational wealth to be able to stick together. You need the money first. So when Floyd Mayweather make all those millions of dollars and all these athletes on the Ravens, what they say, the Greek Freak, he about to sign a $246 million contract.
Yeah.
Those are contracts. He's not going to get all that money.
Right.
And if he did say, with $246 million, you would think we're going to open up this pizza parlor here.
Nope.
We're going to have this rec center here. We're going to have a cell phone company here. Why they don't let us do it, man?
And you got cities that got multiple sports franchises, and ain't none of them doing for the community other than little adopting small schools or give them a little bit of money here.
Ed Reed did
a little bit of
that.
money there.
They put it on the news. Ed Reed donated $12,000 to charity.
They call them foundations.
Foundation.
Right.
That's a tax write-off.
Tax
Let me make this
Right.
point real quick. The reason why they don't do nothing, they give them those contracts that sound like they're lucrative to us, but we all know that the dollar ain't nothing. That $250 million, it's just like the housing market. You buy a house now for $250,000. 10 years ago, it was only worth $60,000.
Right.
So just like the minimum wage go up, that's the same thing with that money. As the minimum wage increases, the less and less the dollar is worth.
The value of it.
Value, exactly.
The cost of
Wow.
living.
And they're contracts. So with the contracts, they say if you don't perform this or do that, then you got to pay your agents, you got to pay your promoters, you got to pay your endorsements, you got to pay your taxes. This is why Michael Jackson had what, 250 million, even more, and he died broke. How did that happen?
Yeah, he was at one time said to be a billionaire.
He was a billionaire.
You can't even go into
So it ain't about the money with
you
these
can't
devils.
even go into the bank and pull out a certain amount of money without them.
Hey, you had to pay them.
Yeah.
And then you know what? The black woman's going to be like a leech. Her tentacles going to come out, and she's going to stick it in him. She going to get a baby with him.
That's why
then
they
she
don't
going
deal
to
with
divorce
them.
him.
That's why the athletes don't be dealing with the
Man,
black woman.
You got to be crazy to deal with a black woman if you're an athlete, man.
Hey,
Hang it up.
Just
They
yesterday,
wasn't gonna be mad.
people across the country was going crazy because the EBT had a glitch in the
Right,
system.
right.
People couldn't withdraw from it. You know, they couldn't get money off of it, and they couldn't, go to the market. People was like in an uproar about it.
I got a piece of it. Going up. This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right. What?
Huh?
Yeah, you about to say
How about saying, when you look at all of us, we have been robbed. We've been robbed of our lives. We've been growing up here. We've been spoiled with technology, media, and so on and so forth.
Not even
Not to
just
cut you
that.
off, the first, most important thing we was robbed of was who we are as people. Our
That's
heritage,
right.
Right.
Yup.
So like, you was gonna say that.
And
that's like,
even with the robbery, because you have this thing called sell your gold for cash.
Yup.
That's the stupidest thing that you can do.
Why the hell would you sell your gold? Because our people are stupid. They don't know the markets change.
Yup.
Like I buy silver. It changes. One week a troy ounce is worth $50 an ounce. The next week it might be worth 30.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Can I get this
Yeah,
word?
yeah.
Contract. Because they signed us. Why didn't they just say, look, this is $240 million for you. Here's your check. It's yours. But they put it in a contract. It says a business arrangement for the supply of goods or service at a fixed price.
Romans 9 and 4.
That's
Can
called
you
a,
repeat that, Bubba?
okay, just like when you get a fixed mortgage.
Yeah.
Okay, a business arrangement for the supply of goods or services at a fixed price. That's
Now,
what a contract is.
When you go into one of the scriptures that come to mind, right, is Romans 9 and 4. Because we have a contract with the Most High God.
That's it. That's it.
Romans 9 and 4, if somebody could get that.
got it.
I know you had got that scripture. Because that scripture, that it ties into that,
Right.
about us being robbed.
Yup.
Right? The Lord gave us the good of the land. He gave us our own. Now our people are selling it, selling themselves out, right, for nothing.
Now they're being
You know?
lesbians. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of them around here. Some in your country too.
And they need to be put to death like the Bible says.
Yep.
And anybody who agree with it need to be put to death too.
Oh,
Yeah, and black ugliness with purple lipstick is wrong. I thought you like a great melody.
This bitch can't even talk.
Go ahead, Esther Roll. Go ahead, man.
James died.
Put the camera on Esther. Damn.